Welcome to our new show. This is, as of right now, Distracted Media. It's just going to be a few guys sitting down talking about media news. Well, not news, but media topics, things like that, music, games, movies.
Our opinions on the news, basically.
Yeah. But we'd like to make sure that you guys know this is no way a news show. We are not going to be rushing for the breaking story. We honestly don't have time for that kind of thing.
Nor do we care.
Yeah, I don't ever see myself doing that. It's like 10 years later. It just shows me like depressed working in the news.
What?
Alright, so yeah, we're just a few dudes talking movies and stuff like that. So the first topic today is, are you excited for this year's movies? 2018. I can give you some examples if you'd like.
Yes, but let's just start with Infinity War.
Yes. This is the big one.
Yeah.
This is something I never thought, it's just as much as Justice League, I never thought I'd see on the big screen.
Well, Zach was telling me about the trailer, which, no, before the trailer, he just told me that the movie was announced. I was like, holy crap, they're actually putting this much money into a superhero movie. Like, what kind of actors?
$500 million each movie. That's $1 billion. That's not including the advertisement fees. So roughly,
they've been advertising it heavily. So.
Roughly, each one of these movies is $1 billion each. That's actually insane. That is literally insane, but amazing at the same time. Because we got the Russo brothers, who directed The Winter Soldier, arguably the best Marvel movie ever made by most people, and Civil War, arguably the best Avengers movie ever made. Even though technically
I agree with both of them.
We also have other movies such as, we saw Black Panther, which was not nearly as good as people made it out to be.
Black Panther, guys, if it's still in theaters by the time that you see this, don't
waste your money.
Don't
waste it. People are hyping the hell out of it.
It's not good. It's Marvel's, from the MCU, it's probably their third worst movie.
I'd say it's probably third worst movie, yeah.
Third worst movie, and that's saying something.
Also, we have, what else? We have a Han Solo Star Wars movie coming out, which I don't think looks good, personally.
This was actually Zach and I are huge Star Wars fans. This is the first Star Wars movie that I said, Zach, I don't think I can see this in theaters.
And second, people.
So this is the first Star Wars movie I don't think I'm seeing in theaters. And part of it has to do with Han Solo.
I'm still going to base my judgment based upon some reviews.
Maybe.
But I mean, like, people thought Black Panther was amazing, so it's kind of hard to trust people nowadays.
Let's face it, Disney pays off the reviewers, so you can't trust reviews, period.
A lot of people are like, oh, they obviously don't, but Guardians of the Galaxy 2 wasn't a great movie. Black Panther wasn't a great movie.
Thor Dark World certainly wasn't a good movie.
And they get high reviews, so something else is going on there. What else do we have? We had Deadpool 2, starring Cable.
Yeah, I'm kind of torn on this one. Because the humor, it feels like it's already lost its way. We're only at the second film of the franchise.
I don't think it's going to be as good as the first one.
But Cable looks cool.
Cable does look cool.
From an actor, was it Josh
Brolin. Also playing Thanos in Infinity War.
Oh. How do you fucking...
Because he's
pretty much two characters in the MCU.
He can handle.
Anyway, Josh Brolin as Cable, fucking awesome, and this kind of gets me excited for the X-Force if they actually plan on.
Well, is it the X-Force or
X-Force or X-Factor? I'd love to see.
I think the X-Force is what's actually the X-Force is coming. It is being made right now. I'm not sure if it started shooting yet, but I know it's in development.
That's awesome.
Incredibles 2, I think it looks bad from the trailer, if I'm being honest.
I haven't seen the trailer yet, but if I'm being honest, I haven't seen the first Incredibles from start to finish. So
I love the first Incredibles. However, I do think there are better Disney movies, personally. But I don't think this movie looks good. It looked like, from the first trailer, it looked like a mess. It does not look like it's structured properly at all. But we'll see. Disney has yet to have a flop.
They're starting to go down. Like In terms of quality, because in
Inside
my
Out
opinion,
didn't come out too long ago, and Inside Out, in my opinion, is the best movie.
well,
that
that's
Disney's
true.
released.
Well, I'd say second.
I think the way that works is like they have good movies, and then they have a fucking great movie, and then they have good movies, and then they have a fucking great movie.
You're biased.
Up.
That was a fantastic.
Inside
movie.
Out.
Fantastic movie.
Big Hero 6. You haven't seen it yet.
No.
Alright, so
But they also have some bad movies. Don't forget that.
I'm just going to name off a few more, if you want to weigh in on any of these really specifically. Venom.
We didn't get enough.
Yeah, we haven't gotten
We haven't gotten enough details from the trailer, teaser, whatever you want to call it. Excuse me, but it's just a teaser, guys.
Yeah.
It's still in early production, so.
And I noticed a lot of people were getting mad because, like, you don't even see the Venom and they're getting flown. That's stupid. Do you not remember the first Avengers trailer, which everybody goes crazy about that movie? The cars were exploding, but you didn't see any Chitauri flying over the cars. That's because that happens in later production stages. You're not going to see Venom for a while. And if you see him, you're just going to see probably one scene of him. They're still working.
And
They're
besides
working hard.
that, in order to attract more attention towards a movie, producers will tend to pull a Godzilla, like the 1998 Godzilla, where you don't even show the creature during the previews because you want to build excitement for seeing him.
But they'll show little tidbits with each trailer. They'll show, like, nowadays the way it is, though, mainly I find, is that, like, there's a big thing in one trailer, especially the last one. Like, they had Spider-Man shown at the end of Civil War, the last Civil War trailer. Right? That was just a big final, like, you want to see this movie, Spider-Man's in it. Alright, let's move on, because we got a few more to go through. Ant-Man and the Wasp. It looks alright. That's all I can really say
I
about
haven't
that.
seen the first one, so meh.
Aquaman. I think it's going to be great, but we'll see.
I don't, but I do enjoy Jason Momoa.
Everything I've heard about it, though, like lately coming out of it, people are just saying it's amazing. So.
That's saying something for DC.
X-Men Dark Phoenix. If you fuck this storyline again, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna hunt you
It's his
down.
favorite storyline.
It's my favorite X-Men storyline. I'll find you. I'll hunt you, and I will kill you. We forgot to record. Looks like we're using camera recordings for this episode.
I was gonna say, like, did you press the button? But I didn't want to.
That's alright. That's alright.
So this is not on?
No.
Right, you know.
Alright, so Fantastic Beasts 2, and where to find them. I like the first one.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah. It's a good Harry Potter movie. We'll see what they do with the second one. Not really gonna go crazy about it. It's not like, Deathly Hallows Part 2 or anything for excitement, but I'll see it. Jurassic World 2. It looks garbage.
Doesn't look horrible.
No, it looks garbage. It looks like a Michael Bay
It's
movie.
a Hollywood blockbuster, and that's saying something because Jurassic World was a Hollywood blockbuster. There's, I don't know. It feels like it's going to be quite redundant. Like it's pretty much a copy paste of the first movie.
Probably, because they're probably not gonna. The producers aren't gonna want to sway too far from it.
And I think my biggest problem with where Jurassic World 2 might be going is the fact that they're afraid to take a risk.
Yeah, that's something that happens with a lot of. I'm not sure who's doing it. Is it Warner Brothers or Universal, or is it Paramount? I can't remember.
Paramount or Universal, Samurai? Probably Universal.
I think it's Universal as well. Anyway, Disney seems to be the only one that tries to take huge risks, and it's only really with their Marvel movies. And they're not even taking huge risks.
That's not even huge risk because
no, in terms of story, it's not. But they do a lot of huge risks in terms of tone. I think.
Okay.
Ready Player One. Steven Spielberg's newest one. It's based on a book. It's apparently supposed to be really good. I just thought I'd add it because apparently it's supposed to be really good.
Don't.
It's about
You never sent me that trailer.
of a world in virtual reality, kind of, and there was a lot of things. Like Chucky was there or something, and Freddy Krueger was there, and like
The hell?
yeah, it's like a bunch of these weird things. It's like it looks really weird, but I don't know. Steven Spielberg's a good
That's not
director.
a cool idea, somewhat.
Tomb Raider reboot.
Yeah, we don't.
I don't think this looks good.
No.
We'll see. The actress is a really good actress, so maybe, but I don't think so.
I think she'll play the new Laura Croft well.
She'll probably be the only good thing about the movie.
I think she'll play Lara Croft.
Although they got Buddy from what's his name playing the villain? Buddy from Justified.
Not Timothy Olyphant.
the guy who was in the movie we watched yesterday.
Walton Goggins?
Yeah.
Oh,
he's playing the villain in it.
He's fucking awesome.
And he's a good actor. So.
Walton Goggins is great.
Yeah. Alright, and Pacific Rim 2. You don't like mechs. I thought the first
I really hate mech stuff, so I'm avoiding this one at all costs.
Pacific Rim 1, I loved, and John Boyega is a great actor. So, I mean, like, why not? It looks... I mean, like, we don't have Idris Elba anymore, which kind of sucks. But John Boyega is a good actor, too, so... Alright, so, in all, you excited for 2018?
2018 is going to be a pretty good year, particularly for superhero movies.
I agree. I think 2018 is going to be, hopefully, what last year was supposed to be.
Was I disappointed by last year's?
We had Wonder Woman. Unfortunately, we had Logan.
We have Wonder Woman, Thor, Ragnarok, and...
Guardians 2 was last year, too, wasn't it?
Oh boy, Guardians 2.
And we had Spider-Man Homecoming.
I didn't like that.
And we had Thor Ragnarok, which was fucking awesome.
Hilarious.
It was the best superhero movie last year.
No, it's well...
But no, there was...
No,
I think there was only
Woman's
really... I liked some, but I was really disappointed with Logan, and I
did like Logan.
I was really disappointed with Guardians 2.
Guardians 2 was bad, guys.
All right,
it's probably Marvel's worst movie.
Let's move on, because we had a lot more stuff to get through. Marvel's acquisition of Fox. Is it a good thing? And what does it mean for Sony and Warner Brothers? So, Marvel is acquiring Fox. They are absorbing them, if you will, into their company. They're going to be getting control of a lot of movie properties, such as, most notably, Fantastic Four, X-Men, things like that. So, do you think this is a good thing, huh?
Fucking hell no.
And why?
Okay, the main reason, this is from the cheap man's perspective, Disney movies are a fucking price to pay. They're like $30, super expensive. And they never go down. I think, what's the lowest that we've actually seen?
The lowest ones I've ever gotten are like $20. And maybe a little bit.
Sometimes 15, like if you're super lucky. Or
if you're a collector, it's a nightmare.
Yeah.
And we are Blu-ray collectors, so it is a nightmare.
But so that's one reason that I'm really not excited for this acquisition. Another reason is that unless Disney gives out their movies to what are they called, like child companies? Like Disney would be the parent company.
I know what you're saying. You're afraid they're all gonna not
basically
be rated.
No, I think they're gonna do the kiddie idea that they're doing with a lot of their. I
don't think though. I think that they will, because they have things like Deadpool, which are still going ahead, and I think they're just gonna push those kind of rated R things onto another baby company, like one of their smaller companies, to be like, look, we're not putting the Disney brand on this, but we still know this makes a lot of profit, so we're here to make money, because that's all Disney really cares about, is making money. First and foremost, they are, and it shows. They're fucking running the game.
But it is so possible that a lot of the adult humor, the level of violence and gore, language, nudity, sexuality, all of this stuff could disappear from.
I could see certain things.
Fox
I could see some of the language disappearing from Deadpool movies, and definitely the nudity and sexuality. I hope they don't, though. But the gore and stuff, usually American populations are pretty good for gore and things like that.
Disney's always gotten around that with like different colored blood or mech enemies or whatever.
Yeah. Which is probably why they're probably trying to get more robot shit in Deadpool with Cable and stuff like that, like Sentinels and whatnot. Alright, so what do I think? I think that it's a good thing. I think there are a lot of negatives, but I get to see Spider-Man, hopefully Spider-Man with Fantastic Four. I get to see Wolverine fight the Hulk.
It's stuff I don't care about.
This is, in my opinion, worth every extra dollar I have to pay. I think it's worth it. I just want to see the Wolverine fight Hulk, I'll be honest. That's what I want to see. I want to see the Wolverine fight Hulk. And I want to see Dr. Doom done right. Things like that.
Think about this. It's Disney that owns the Hulk and Wolverine. Do you really think they're going to show Wolverine getting his head bitten off? No.
Maybe. We'll see.
It's not happening.
Do it in good humor. Just cut to Robert Downey Jr. saying something quippy, you know. Alright, do you think this is going to affect Sony and Warner Brothers?
In terms of how?
How they have to run things if Disney is basically starting to create a monopoly over the other big boys, which is Sony and Warner Brothers. And obviously Paramount and Universal.
I don't know if it's going to affect...
And Sony and Warner Brothers own the big comic book properties. That's why we use them specifically.
Like, for one, I don't think they'll ever sell out to other companies.
I think Warner Brothers is on the fence about selling their properties right now.
I disagree. The only thing that they have to be on the fence about is what movies go into production and what can earn the maximum profit.
I think Warner Brothers right now is looking at their characters and saying Wonder Woman works, Batman works, and Superman kind of works. So we're going to keep those characters, we're going to keep the ones we know that work, and we're going to start selling that for little ones. And start making some money because we're obviously making money with superheroes and we can start making some more. Booster Gold, for example, Blue Beetle, these characters, Green Lantern, things like that.
Yeah, but Disney's in charge of this entire Marvel product line. And didn't you say there's like some legal boundaries?
They're having legal issues with buying other things
like
because
Disney
of
wouldn't be able to own
monopoly
DC
rules kind of shit that are in place. No, I don't think Disney would buy it. I do think other places like Paramount, Universal and stuff.
I don't think Paramount and Universal could afford to.
Maybe not. But it will be interesting. Disney's definitely got a grip on everyone right now, so it will be interesting. Alright, so we're going to move on to the next topic now. There was a plethora of Star Wars stuff coming.
Right.
We have multiple trilogies coming. We have multiple shows coming. And we have some singles coming. For example, the Han Solo movie. We have apparently an Obi-Wan movie being made. We have the guys who made Game of Thrones are getting their own trilogy. The guy who made The Last Jedi, he's getting his own trilogy. Plus we have Episode 9.
The guys who made Game of Thrones,
the show.
As in like the showrunner?
Yeah, the guys who directed the show. They're getting a Star Wars trilogy movie. And not only that, but we're also getting Star Wars shows. Do you think that...
Live action or CGI?
Not yet established, but I believe that it's live action.
Can live action be good?
Do you think... Just one second. What do you think that they are going to do? Do you think they're going to stay in the same timeline? Do you think that they're going to use certain characters? What do you think?
Well, this has been the problem with Disney right from the get-go. As soon as they acquired the rights to create new Star Wars products, they instantly chose a familiar universe to fans, which is probably good from a production standpoint because you're gonna gain maximum profits. Obviously, people want to see the characters that they grew up with from like episodes 4, 5, and 6. But here's their chance to kind of expand what Star Wars is all about. So, the Old Republic, or hundreds of years into this New Republic, or like anywhere in between.
Yeah.
We're dealing with like 10,000 years worth of material there.
Especially with TV shows and stuff, you get much more time to do things, and I think they're a little bit less cautious to take risks on TV shows because of a smaller budget, right? Like if you're putting $200 million down a movie as opposed to $15 million on a TV show, obviously you're going to be a little bit more cautious about your $200 million, right? So I do think that we're going to see a lot of single movies, like maybe we'll get a Palpatine movie. Obviously, we're getting an Obi-Wan movie. We're getting a Solo movie. You might get a Boba Fett movie. These characters they know, people are going to recognize. I think the shows, we will get things like The Old Republic. That's my personal.
Yeah, well, even so, I just think it makes me want to participate in the Star Wars universe less and less. And this is a major problem for me because the two of us are the biggest Star Wars fans.
Yeah.
And that's saying something compared to,
It actually makes me want to participate more and more. Because, no one stopped me from stopping watching a show if I'm not enjoying it. And I truly believe the more things you get, the more good things are going to come out of that. It's just a numbers game. You have better odds of getting good things if you have more things coming out. Yes, you'll get more shitty things, but you'll have better odds of getting more good things coming out of those numbers.
Well, when you have lots of shit, it kind of affects the overall...
And that's the opposite opinion.
When you have lots of shit, it's the overall... It can affect the overall deciding factor on whether you want to...
Kind of like bogs the town.
Continue with, is the Star Wars product earning us enough money now that people think that the shows are garbage, and only like 2 of our 6 movies actually earn us enough profits to warrant continuing Star Wars.
Yeah.
So it could shut production down in the future, but also I think that having too much junk detracts from even the best stuff. It takes away from the idea of maximum quality. We're never going to see an episode 5 Empire Strikes Back again.
But on that point, like you said, that the more things you have, the more faults you make, the better chance of shutting down production. I think the loss of these storylines, like everything else in the world, it's eventually going to end. I think the comic book trend will end, and I think the Star Wars trend will end, and they may return after time continues.
Sure, I'm surprised they lasted this
right?
long.
So I think just grab onto the train and fucking go. Like just go. Just take it for what you got. Give us as much stuff as you got. Because if we get, say, in 10 years, the fandom dies out for Star Wars. Okay. In that 10 years, would you rather have been given 80 great things and 40 of them, or 80 things and 40 and let's say 20 of them are great? Or would you rather be given 20 things and maybe 15 of them are great?
I'll say a second, because I can guarantee you that those 15 great things would be better than the 20 great things.
I disagree.
Well, that's the point of our show now, isn't it?
Yeah, but I forgot to tell you that when you disagree with me, I'll kill you. Go on, Sheba.
I had a point. All I know is that I don't really like the direction that Disney's taken
With their products in general?
with superhero movies and Disney.
I mean, like, it's to each their own. Obviously, they're a company. They care about profits. I don't falter them for that. They're a business. That's what they're supposed to do. And if we get some things that we enjoy out of it along the ride, that's how I look at it. I mean, like, they're going to do what they're going to do. We can't control that. We have no power over that. So, I mean, like, just, like I said, grab onto the train, hold on, and hope that you make it all the way there, and that you get a bunch of good things along the way.
Let's remember the origins of Star Wars. It was 1977.
Yeah.
And it was like close to 20, I think it was 21 years later that George was like, alright, I'm going to release episode 1. So...
Well, let's hope we don't get that again.
Yeah.
At least episode 1 and 2. 3's good.
Me, so what?
1 and 2 aren't as bad as people make them out to be, but they're definitely not amazing movies by any
3's
standard.
pretty solid, though.
3's a really good movie, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think Star Wars is going anywhere, regardless of what Disney does with the product. Unless they oversaturate it and turn it into shit. Which is why I'm against them releasing so much mediocre or even worse content.
I think it's inevitable, personally. I think fads come and go. But, you know, that's... I guess that's different opinions. Anyway, to end the show, do you have a recommendation? For anything you watched recently? Anything really movie? Well, we're doing movies today, so maybe a movie would probably be the best.
Okay.
Anything you watched recently? Well, I'll do mine, and then you think. Okay.
Yeah.
So, my recommendation is Horns. I watched it recently. It stars Daniel Radcliffe, most famously known for playing Harry Potter. Excuse me. Horns was a great movie. It was a black comedy about a guy that basically is given the power to kind of have an influence over people, so that whenever he's around them, they tell them their deepest desires, their sins, if you will, kind of why he gets the horns. And it is hilarious. It is absolutely hilarious.
Is it meant to be funny?
No, it's meant to be hilarious. It's meant to be funny. And it's just listening to people go on about what they want to do, like, realistically. Like, there's a scene where they're in a medical place because he's trying to get his horns removed.
Don't give too many spoilers, man.
Alright, well, one spoiler. This is one of the scenes. He's in a medical place, he's trying to get the horns removed, and there's a mom there, and you can tell she's beat from this kid, because this kid is, like, screaming and smacking and stuff, and he sits down next to her, and she's like, can I just leave him and go away? And he's like, you can't just leave. She's like, can I hit him? He's like, no, you can't hit him. And he's like, what's wrong with you, right? It's hilarious. It's one of the best movies I've seen in a long time. I definitely recommend it. If you skipped Horns or you didn't hear of it, check it out. It's worth a watch. It is definitely worth a watch. It's even worth a buy in my opinion, but make that opinion on your own. Definitely watch it. Kyle?
I'd recommend Generation War. Now, this is not a movie. It was a German TV miniseries in the vein of Band of Brothers, but it's like 3 hour-and-a-half episodes each, so and it's top-notch quality.
How many episodes?
3.
Oh, you said. Oh, I thought you were saying 3.5 hour episodes.
No, it's 3 hour-and-a-half episodes.
Oh, okay.
So each episode's 90 minutes, but it's so character-driven. Like, it took everything that was great about Band of Brothers, mixed it with everything that was good about Pacific, where you had more character-focused story arcs, and it mixes them together. So you get 5 like very compelling characters that you get to spend 4.5 hours with, so they feel fully fleshed out.
Now, for people that aren't really a huge fan of foreign films, because a lot of people tend to stay away from them.
You do need German subtitles, yeah.
Do you think that it's worth still watching, even through the read, for those kind of people?
As long as you're not dyslexic, and you can actually read German subtitles, even if like it's not your thing, I totally recommend them.
So it's worth it. It's worth it even if you don't like subtitles.
Yeah.
Just bite the bullet, watch it. It's worth it.
It's very Hollywood stylized, even though it's a German production.
Yeah. Alright, I will definitely be checking it out. I still haven't watched it. I'm gonna give it a shot.
It's awesome. I just
I
love it.
hope you watch Horns. So yeah, guys, that is the show. You've noticed I've been doing this after the show. That's because I'm just making sure the battery hasn't died on the camera. So sorry for that. And yeah, if you guys like this new show, sorry about the audio, by the way. We forgot to turn on this, so you're getting a bit crappier audio today. But
next time we'll have a better.
Yeah, we do what we can, and this is just for fun anyway, right? It's just just for fun. Anyway, thanks for watching, and if you guys have any topics or anything you'd like for us to discuss, or if you just want to weigh in,
place them in the comments.
Yeah. And
we read all of them.
If you want to subscribe, if you want more stuff. If you don't, that's we're not gonna hold it against you if you don't. But if you want to, just hit subscribe. You know how it works. Anyway,
subscribe button and take a look at or write down whatever topics you'd like to see us write or visit in the future.
Yep. All right, guys. So have a good one. Hope you enjoyed.